Hey guys, welcome to Fantasy Football Scouts. Another episode. My name's Rob. I'm with Dan and Scott.
Hello again.
Ahoy, ahoy.
So today we're talking about
Sleepers,
quarterback sleepers. So Dan, Scott, and I, we all chose a quarterback that we really like as a sleeper. We did this individually, and we came up with 3 different guys. So Dan, you want to start with your sleeper?
All right, for sure. And just before I get into it, everybody, make sure you like and subscribe. And if there's a like button there, make sure that you smash it. And follow us on all social media platforms, Fantasy Football Scouts. But yeah, we're looking at a guy that could potentially win you your league here. They're not great big names, but they're right there with everybody else. And we're looking at Jalen Hurts right now, quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. And I will say this guy's been growing on me lately because, you know, he has the tools around him there to succeed. The only thing now that he needs to do is put it all together. He couldn't do that in the early days at Alabama. He did go on to Oklahoma, and the Oklahoma quarterbacks that we've seen in the last couple years, not only have they won the Heisman, but they've all gone on to tremendous success in the NFL. And Jalen, he's going to score you points, not only with that loose cannon of an arm of his, but when the play breaks down, he's going to be running, and he's going to be running a lot. So you definitely, maybe not an everyday starter, but if the matchup is there, you want to make sure that you have this guy on the roster.
How many games did he play last year?
He played 15 games. He started 4.
Really?
That is very strange.
Yeah.
Someone hates Carson Wentz in Philly. There's no doubt about that. They want to make his life as complicated as possible.
He started 4 games, completed 77 passes, attempted 148. So you're not looking at a great clip right there, but
He's like I said, he's a big play guy. You know, there's going to be a lot of incompletions, and there's going to be a lot of splash plays. That's, you know, we saw that week 1 preseason. He had Quez Watkins for one reception, 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
That is what you'll be able to expect from this team this year, I believe, when I was looking through the early stats of the.
And obviously Carson Wentz is gone, so this is Jalen Hurts' year. It's his team.
One way or another, yeah.
So, you know, the stats are going to be much
They'll
bigger.
be rolling with him
obviously.
regardless. They had interest in Deshaun Watson earlier. I doubt that that's a factor anymore getting closer to the season, so they're going to have to ride or die with Hurts at least this season, and they'll reevaluate because their coach Nick Sirianni has made no qualms about being honest about his assessment of the quarterback, and he wants to see him perform or he won't be back.
Yeah. And he's also got, Devontae Smith, he's got Jalen Reagor as well.
Who's had a really good camp, apparently.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it myself, but someone's going to have to step up for the receivers if they're going to have any type of success.
Yeah. So that's your sleeper, eh, Dan?
that's
It's a quality sleeper. He's going at more than a fair price. You can pair him with someone else if you have any worries.
There you go. All right. So, Scott, who do you got?
Yeah, my boy. I am a Trevor Lawrence truther. I talked about him a lot during the preseason. The pieces around him are a little harder to figure out and navigate and determine. But from what I saw from him week 1, it wasn't going the best.
You mean preseason?
Yeah. Preseason week 1 is what I meant to say. Yeah. Jacksonville didn't seem like they were firing on all cylinders, but Lawrence still had precision. He looked steady, and he was making his reads and finding open targets, even in the 1 quarter or whatever it is that he played. He is going to be a star in this league. Maybe not this year because they don't have the roster to compete with the best of the teams, but he will make big plays, and you will see him this season doing things that are far beyond his years. I am very high on Trevor Lawrence. If you can't decide on Jacksonville Jaguars or you don't trust them, you can have this guy very late in your draft. I have no idea where he's actually going to be going, but he looks like everything that was advertised to us during his days on Clemson.
Clemson, yeah.
Yes. So I fully endorse Trevor Lawrence. He's a big dude. He's been ready for this for a long time, and besides the fact that it's going to be a bit of a tough year for Jacksonville as a whole, it's not going to be a tough year when you look at the final box score for Trevor Lawrence, I believe.
That being said, you know, if you do draft this guy, you have 2 prime spots to fire him up because he does play Houston twice, and he's shown us that he can absolutely destroy second-rate college programs, which even might destroy Houston. I think Zach Wilson's BYU could beat Houston.
There's not a lot of teams that can't beat Houston right now.
And if you're thinking with the big picture, his quarterfinals matchup in fantasy football in Week 15 is the Jets.
Yes, that's pretty juicy.
And
Yeah, sure.
I like that pick as well. There's a lot of unknown, obviously, because he's a rookie. But I think he's got good weapons. I like the weapons. I mean, Marvin Jones, DJ Chark is a big name that we like, and Laviska Shenault.
Yeah. We'll see how they get their running game going. The one thing is, though, he's not like a lot of other rookies. Generally, what you see is that guys aren't good at pre-reads, pre-snaps, things like that. Trevor Lawrence seems to be very detail-oriented and already well versed in how to do those types of things. We saw that at Clemson. He had a very exciting game against Joe Burrow where they went stride for stride a few years ago.
Yeah.
He looks like the exact same guy that did that, where he just knows. It's a little bit of Tom Brady. We don't like to make silly comparisons, but he has a little bit of that Tom Brady precision where he knows where he wants to go and how exactly to get that ball into that very tight spot.
I mean, he was the number 1 pick overall
For a reason,
right?
Yes.
All right. My sleeper pick is actually, so we did an episode not too long ago, the quarterbacks that we really liked, and Dan had Matthew Stafford as his quarterback, and I agreed with that pick. I have Matt Stafford here as my sleeper pick. I really like this guy. You can get him late. That's the thing, is you're not gonna have to waste an early round pick on a quarterback. You can get Matt Stafford late after all the other teams have drafted those top tier quarterbacks, and I believe Matt Stafford is a top tier quarterback, but he's going later, much later than all the other guys. You can get him late. The offense is potent. Sean McVay, Jared Goff, he had big numbers, and Matt Stafford is a better quarterback in my opinion.
Seems pretty safe.
Yeah, I really like Stafford as a sleeper pick. The wide receivers, the Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, and Tyler Higbee, the tight end. Darrell Henderson, I like as a running back, and I'm really high on Stafford.
Yeah, LA is a popular team. They get a lot of looks, so maybe that's
great offense, great coach.
Maybe that's true.
So that's what we got for sleeper picks. We got Jalen Hurts for Dan, Trevor Lawrence for Scott, and I got Matt Stafford as well. So those are our 3 sleeper picks. I guess that's the episode, guys?
Yeah, knocking that one out.
Yeah, just make sure that you guys are ready for your drafts, because they're coming around faster than you know.
Unfortunately, we're gonna get more looks at these guys now coming up here. We haven't seen too much of them yet with preseason week 1. Generally, that's to be expected. The more we see of them, the more we'll be able to confidently make judgments about them, and that's really what we want to do before the draft.
There you go. Thanks for listening, guys. Like and subscribe.
Till next
Fantasy
time.
Football Scouts.
Ciao.
Have a good night.